free trade agreement is concerned. The countries include Cameroon, Ghana, Egypt, Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda, and Mauritius. Speaking on the issue, trade consultant and AFTA expert Dodi Seidu stated the program will kickstart on October 7th and countries are currently ready for active trading. He revealed that these 7 countries are those who have submitted their schedule of tariff concessions and have demonstrated advanced processes on the ground, rendering these countries relatively more prepared to trade under AFTA. He said Ghana, for example, has gone a step ahead to establish a national AFTA coordination office, readied its customs in terms of training and capacity, among other efforts. He opined that the pilot program is timely and opportune for significant trade to actually commence under the free trade agreement, while revealing lessons the wider continent can learn from. He emphasized that authorities are only looking to facilitate the trade in goods that qualify under the acceptable rules of origin. Mr. Dukes and have demonstrated advanced processes on the ground, rendering these only looking to facilitate the trade in goods that qualify under the acceptable rules of origin. Mr. Dodi Seidu said the Guided Trade Initiative is the newest signal that African ministers of trade are really committed to see trade come to pass. Taking his stand on the subject, AFTA strategist and executive director of AFTA Policy Network, APN Group, Louis Yao Afo, expressed that trade efforts by party state collectively have been underwhelming, culminating in the low state of trading under the AFTA arrangement. He said, like most new international protocols, there is the need for certain anchor countries to take the bold step of leadership in order to advance common objective. He stated that he would have been more impressed if bigger players like Nigeria and South Africa had shown more enthusiasm for AFTA. The executive director of APN Network said it is still not a great look for AFTA when in 2002, 7 countries out of the lot appeared to be ready for the trade. Hamburg Hafen and Logistic AG said the German government shouldn't block a Chinese acquisition of a stake in a container terminal, arguing that the deal will bring investment to the port and poses no threat to national security. China's Casco Shipping's holding Company Limited announced Tuesday it had delayed a bid to acquire a 35% stake in the Tollerette terminal, the smallest of the 4 container facilities at Germany's largest seaport. That was after Economy Minister Robert Habeck indicated last week the government would likely veto the deal due to concerns related to Chinese investment in critical infrastructure. Habeck, a member of the Greens Party, and other officials from Chancellor Olaf Scholz's ruling coalition have recently sharpened their criticisms of Beijing over its human rights record and indicated a tougher line on trade with China. A spokesperson for Hamburg Hafen said on Thursday there are no substantial reasons why this deal should be blocked. The spokesperson for the Economy Ministry in Berlin said there were no new developments to report. China's Belt and Road Program, an ambitious plan to develop new trade lines for Asia's powerhouse economy, has seen Beijing-backed companies invest in infrastructure assets across Asia and into Western Europe. Casco, China's largest shipping company, has acquired major stakes in strategically important ports, including a majority holding in the Green Port of Peru, the main seaport for Athens. If you just joined us, you're listening to Maritime and Port News. Siemens Energy, Moss Maritime, DNV and Fearlings have developed an LNG vessel design that will be powered by a hybrid combined cycle power and propulsion plant. Under the concept, many engine components, including the main engines, can be removed from the ship. The backbone of the vessel's hybrid combined cycle power and propulsion plant is an SGT 400 gas turbine in combination with a heat recovery steam generator steam turbine. The Blue Volt energy storage solution for the electrical propulsion and distribution system. As disclosed, the plant burns fuel in an efficient manner, producing low levels of nitrogen oxide and practically no methane slip. Due to the reduced number of components, less time and effort will be needed for the construction process, and there is more space for cargo. DNV said that its studies have found that the ocean green system would result in an equivalent carbon dioxide reduction of approximately 11 to 18% and reduce the unit freight cost by approximately 9 to 17% compared to today's LNG carriers and their current market operational profiles. Martin Cartwright, Business Director, Gas Carriers and FSRU's DV and Maritime, believes that it is a crucial step in mapping out the next generation of gas carriers. He said maritime transport continues to play an essential role in building up energy security, which is expected to lead to increasing demand for innovative solutions such as the ocean green concept. The challenge with LNG lies in the occurrence of the methane slip, the unburned fuel emitted from dual fuel internal combustion engines on ships, as well as the methane leakage that happens throughout the LNG supply chain. Various studies have pointed out that these spillage result in higher well-to-wake CO2 emissions from ships using LNG compared with conventional marine fuels. Therefore, the uptake of LNG at a climate-friendly fuel for the maritime industry hinges on the assumption that ships can switch to bio and renewable LNG in the future, cutting greenhouse gas emissions. On this note, to wrap up this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News, proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority, they provide you with the best in oil shipping solutions. Contact them at the Shippers House in Accra. My name is Nanesi Boateng, my producer, Kwekwa Boateng. Have a great day.